So you are able to speak about this. So okay, so what topic we are going to do today is UDF, right? Okay, so how to create our custom UDF, okay, user defined function. So we will create our own custom function. And just an example, right? Suppose I'm getting some streaming data, and this data is coming as a click streaming data, right, to the website. So we know, right, generally this type of data is generating, right, whenever we are going to any e-commerce website. There we are doing multiple clicks, right? Here, click, here, like multiple, like different products we are clicking. And these clicks are stored somewhere in the database. And this data is called the streaming data, click stream data. So so generally what happens, right? Suppose I collected this data and I have some HTML tags out there, HTML tags, right? Along with this click information, okay? But this HTML tag is not for me use, right? Because this HTML tag like bold tag, italic tag, okay? Or paragraph tag, right? So these tags, like when I'm just displaying as a HTML page, it is useful. But when I'm saying if I need only the something like some product catalog, okay. So this product catalog has a list of product catalog, right? So some, okay. So I don't need this B tag. I need only product catalog list is there, and the list has item one, item two, like this list is there. So what is my requirement is in my some text is there, like suppose in my hive table, one column is there, like I say product click stream, okay, click stream data, like this click stream data is my table, okay, click stream is my table, okay, it's my table, and this table is a one column is a description column, and this description column, like I got a one IP address, right, this click streaming data. So suppose I'm saying some, okay, and this description column is the second column, okay, and which is getting the all the description, entire description is like a text. This description is like a text, okay. So IP is the first column, and this entire description is a text column, and which has the HTML text. So my requirement is I want to filter out my description, and I want to remove all these HTML tags. Okay, I want just useful information. So I want to save back. So same click streaming data table, and I want to click stream table, and I want to say this table is my click stream stage table. Okay, a staging table is like one first time you are loading the data, right? That is your staging table. From staging, I want to convert base click table. Okay, click streaming base. Okay, and this click streaming base, I want to read the data from this click streaming stage, and I want to create a click stream base. But I want to do the filter thing here. I want to do filter. Okay. Do you think like it is possible, right? If I do just if I do select query, insert into, will it work? It will not do the filter in the content level. The content level filter, we can't do it. Like, how can I write it in the query? Okay. Or if I can write the query, I have to use some case statement, contains some inbuilt functions I have to use. It will become a very complex query, right? If I do the select, I say IP, comma, description, and this description column, I will apply some inbuilt function. Some inbuilt function, just an example, inbuilt functions, like some string functions are there, right? I say like the contains function is there, like if this particular tag is contains, or I check case condition, I apply case when condition. So it will become complex SQL. The other solution is, if this particular column, if I write a some UDF function, this UDF function, and I say filter description, filter underscore description, and this one I'm passing the column description, like text of the description. So entire column description text I will be passing, and it is text type. Okay, the input will be the text type because it's a serializable type, right? In the Hadoop, right? So this UDF will be taking a text type data and returning the same text type data. Okay, so this function code, there are two ways we can do. Either you can write a Python code, so some py file, .py file you write, and there you write a logic, right? Logic in function to filter these HTML tags in description. Okay, so this is like a simple, like you will do the you will be iterating word by word and then you will check. Okay, second way is Java code. Okay, so Java code is the two ways the UDF can be implemented. One is .py file, you have some function name, and one Java project you have, and this Java project you have Java class, and this Java class is extend UDF class. Okay, when you extend with the UDF, then you can have a one function is there. You have to override this function and write the same logic. Whatever you are writing here, the Python, same logic you can write here, but means in the Java syntax. Okay, so when you write a logic here, and this particular Java code you register as a jar, like register as a jar of this project, of this Java project. The Java project jar, you know, right? There is a ambient clean install command is there. So ambient clean install will create a jar, and this jar you will be using add jar command, and you will be path of the jar file. Okay. Once you add the jar command in the hive shell. So this is the hive shell. So this you already know, you have done for days, different days. And now next thing you will be creating a temporary function. Create temporary function, and then you say as, and then you give the package with the Java class path. So com.test. Suppose my class name is a myUDF. This class name, this Java class is a class name is a myUDF. So myUDF, like this you give, and next line you, in any query, you can use this function. So suppose you say temporary function name, you say, suppose I say, I keep it, this function name is filter, steam filter, because something take it a name which is not there inbuilt, otherwise it will be conflict. Okay, so just take it any name, steam function, steam filter. Let's say you are having a streaming data, click streaming data, and you are filtering that data. So stream filter, so you apply here in your select stream filter, and then you say description column, and then from your click stream stage table, click stream stage. Okay, so you are filtering this click stream stage table, and here you can take it other column also, ID column. Okay, IP column, and you have to write in the base table. So what command you will write here? You will write insert into, you say your base table is a click streaming base. Okay, into, and then you say select from this. So I think this writing this complex code, right, anyone cannot understand, right? So this is very complex logic here. Before UDF, what we are thinking about, where it is from, yeah, this one. Okay, so this is very simplified. Like whatever way you want to write a code, you can write a code in Java logic, whatever way you want to. You write a code as much as Java code, you can write 10 line, 15 line, 100 line, 200 line. So one single function can apply that 100, 200 lines of code. Can you think of that 200 lines of code? Can you write in the SQL query? That is not possible. And possible, but it will be very, very complex and will be very difficult. Okay. So Hive has given the flexibility. If you have good knowledge in Python, you can write the same logic in Python. If you have good knowledge in Java, you can write in Java and write your function, and that function you can use in your table. Okay. So this function, this is, I'm just giving an example, this one. So like UDF, you can create any different use case. So whatever your complex logic you want to perform on your column, your table, you can write a UDF for that. Okay, either Java or Python. But similar, but here is in Python, there is no add jar, right? Because Python is a py file. So there is a add file command is there. Add file in file path of the py file. So little bit change in the Hive, but this part will be the same for the Hive also. But instead of the as a Java project, jar is not there. So you can use add file something coming, right? Add jar file. I'll give you the link for that. Okay. So is it clear? This is the use case, right? Like how can use UDF. So UDF is a various category of UDF is there. So one is a simple UDF, which is taking a one input value, taking one input value, one input, one output. Input can be more than one or two, but final output will be a single value. Okay, like in this case, one input, or maybe two input, or maybe more input also. But I say these are the individual input, taking individual input and give one output. Okay, value. Okay. Generally, these are the cases like suppose I'm having a one hello string is there. I want to make it a first letter capital. So here is a one input, one output, right? I'm taking a text as a string input and I'm returning text as a output string. So this kind of logic I can write in Java how to convert the first letter in capital and remaining letter to minuscule. Or suppose I say another example, I want to write a one function find occurrence. To find occurrence, I want to pass the first string is my bigger string, hello, hello, hi, hello. And now I say I want to find how many number of times hi, hello. So here is also the same examples, like I'm taking a two individual input values, but my output is a one single value, that is a count. Count is a count value is 4. 4 is the count value, that is my output value. So this is the example for simple UDF, right? Okay. But another one is a UDAF. UDAF is a user-defined aggregate function, which is taking list of input value. Here is not a list of value. These are the more than one input, but individual input, different input. But when I'm talking a list of input means entire column as a list of input item. Okay, so suppose I say some of the salaries I want to calculate. Okay, but these are the some aggregate functions already there, but I want to do more customization using the Java code. I can do. Okay, so list of input values like salary column is there, and I want to get the second highest salary or some of the salaries department wise or more customization I want to do. Okay, so you know, right, what you can do with the SQL, same you can do with the Java code. Okay, so Java code is more customization you can do. Okay, so whatever you perform on your Java code, it will be giving you the result on the SQL, right, using the UDF. So UDF is giving the one output value. Okay, so here is a one output value. So here is a one input, one output. Here is a list of input values, but one output value, like total aggregated sum. Total aggregated sum. Okay, or average, or max, mean, right? So you are calculating list of values what you want to calculate. And third one is a UDTL, user defined table function. User defined table function. And this is called user defined aggregate function. Aggregate function. and this one is a user defined table function. So there are some user defined table function like export function is there. So you are applying. So here is a input is a list, input is a table, input is a table, and output is a table. You can say input is table, output is table, like means the entire table you are reading as a and output is the entire table, like final result also as a table. Okay. So these are the three categories of the UDF.
Arvind, I have one question. So when using UDF, right? The output back in our terminal is always string, right? It's just essentially the return value. We're just printing it to the screen.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
it,
you
right?
are applying a SQL query, this UDF, right? Hello. So generally,
Yeah.
how you tested this? Suppose you say select my name is this is my name column. I say upper one. Suppose some function UDF function name is created. I pass the string as a name column and from EMP table. So this UDF is reusable. Not only employee, you can use for any of the table. Okay, because
Yes.
this it is registered in the hive session. You can use for any table. It is not specific to wherever the column, the value you want to convert this to this, you can apply.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And also
So
another question is within the your Java code or the Python code, can you also write in that code like other logic where you save the output like that you might have processed? So maybe if you got a list of tables and then in the Java code you did some more complex logic, and then
table,
instead of just returning,
I didn't say list of tables. List
yeah.
column values, right? One column list
Uh-huh.
of two tables. We cannot use the same UDF, like cannot apply. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You are saying list of tables means like different tables to use in a one single UDF.
I just said an example, but more so I was thinking like any of the logic that you're doing inside the file, can you also, for example, like save a output stream to a text file in the jar itself? And then so by the time once you also return from the UDF and you have it in your Hive terminal, you see the result.
You
But
will
you could
get
also
yeah, so you will get a one single column value. Okay, you can't
Mhm,
get. See here, you are applying on a one column and you are getting a result on that column. The other
mm,
columns are not related. But if you want to apply the whole table, something you want to do, in that case, you will be using UDTL. Okay,
okay.
and one column. This is a one column, one value, row by row. You want to apply.
Mm-hmm.
This is a
Mm-hmm.
one column, entire column list of values you want to apply. This is a different use case. This is
Mm-hmm.
like all the columns, entire table, right? You want to apply. Then UDT.
Right.
But it's
Right.
a smaller cell. This is a smaller cell, right? Just one single column, single value.
Mm-hmm.
The
Right.
one any of the row on the same column. Okay, any of the row in the same column.
Mm-hmm.
This is same column, all the values of the same column together. Here is a difference. Here is one by one you are doing this UDF, right? All same column, one value, the same column, right? One by one. Here is taking a same column, all the values is taking together. That is the reason it is called aggregate. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is a one time, right? You are applying all values, your input you are taking and applying. But here you are taking one value, one output, one value, one output. Like this, every row by row you are going. Generally,
Mm-hmm.
we get the data, right, in the table, right? Okay. Like for
Mm-hmm.
any column, if you do any, if any function you apply, how the function is applied in the SQL queries. Like
I see. Right.
whatever column you took it, in that column one value is there, it will be applied only that value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, only that particular value in that particular column, particular row. If you have given a where condition, if you have not given where condition, so it means it's for all rows. Okay, because there
Mm-hmm.
is no criteria. But the result will be coming like only this particular column, all the values of the different rows will change.
Okay.
But in
Okay.
this case, we will get a single output. Generally, aggregate function sum average you do, right? So you will get not tabular, right? You will get a like, okay, sum is 100, okay, or like this,
Mhm.
average this, right? So one single integer value or any like a single value you will get in the UDF.
Okay.
So you should have the IntelliJ installed, because without IntelliJ, because IntelliJ we will be creating a Java project. For Python, you can create a normal Python file, but if the Java project is there, so you have to you have to open an IntelliJ idea. First time we use IntelliJ in the Java MapReduce, okay? And now this time we are using IntelliJ for the hive UDF, and now next we will use in the Scala, because when we want to go work with the Python code, then we go for Python. Okay. You have to understand the process of creating UDF function. So first, you need to understand like how to write a code in Java file, and then create a jar. And after the next step is creating a jar, you will be like importing a jar, creating a jar, then you will be registering jar, and then you will be creating temporary function and use temporary function in your. Okay, so first I show you the UDF for the simple one, just uppercase. Okay, like first letter to make uppercase. So here is one project, and so for each UDF you create a different project, different package. Okay, so you can't take it in the same package, because otherwise your UDF will not work. Okay, so suppose I'm creating a two different UDF, two different package you make it. Like okay, I'm having a one like this package, like custom is there and we custom one. Even if you entire package you make it different, that will be good idea, right? Like entire package, right? You change it. Okay, so that one make it your UDF to properly register. Okay. So when I go to the uppercase, you already know the Java project to create, right? Like file one. Okay, we can create a new project. So you can create a new project, and there we have to choose a Java project, Maven project, and we have to copy the form dependency. We have to copy the form dependency in the form.xml. So I will give you this code, then you can use form dependency. So I'm saying my UDF project name is project name. And here I'm taking a type. Our type is quick start. Quick start is a Java project, core Java. Quick start type is there. It's quick start. And just you create a project, so you will see the empty project will come. There will be no classes, but empty project will be there. So we create class you whether you want to new window. So you will open another IntelliJ window. Okay, and here is your my UDF. 1, 2, 3 is created. So new project. This is a project. So this project is initializing. So let's move here. This form.xml, we have to add the dependency. The initial dependency, like just one dependency will come automatically. That is the JUnit dependency. Okay, once it will be populated, JUnit will come. But you have to add more dependencies, which is related to hive model. Can you see the JUnit came here? JUnit came automatic, but you have to add some more dependency. You have to add. So how to take like the other you say this window, right? So it will close your existing one and open the new one. So if you don't want to close your first one, you try to say new window. Otherwise, it will close. Form.xml you go. So here form.xml, if you see, these are the other dependency library, Hadoop TV, Apache, Hive, and PC. So this is the main important one, Hive, and this is for media. Okay. Other one is a supporting library. So till here you have to take it. Total 4 are there. Take all the dependency and go to your project, the new one, and add here the dependency. So right click, and first time it will be once you are doing first time, so it will be downloading from the Google for you, because I've already created 2-3 times project, right? So mine is already downloaded from the internet, so it is taking my local repository dependency. Okay, but first time you will do, it will create a some path in your machine, right, and create a M2 folder. That is M2 folder. M2 folder, it will be downloading this jar. So,
Arvind, I have a quick question. So you're mentioning how to do like multiple UDFs, because for example, in my as a Java jar file, I want to have one package that has multiple UDF functions. How can I write it in one project in IDEA that once I export it, I
so
have access to maybe like 4 multiple, UDFs, but then I
in the
can name
same
them differently.
project, suppose you say all your UDF are related to same project. Okay, you
Yes,
don't
yes,
create a new project, new jar, because the
yes.
project will remain same. Okay, jar will be
Hmm.
remain same. Only thing is, whatever the class you are referring, that class will change with the package. Actually, if you see in here, when I was showing here, giving here with package, I was giving here something context. Okay,
Yeah,
suppose I
yeah.
want to create another UDF. So
Hmm.
if I say, okay, so com test, I can, because I seen the some problem come, if I take it, even if I say com, if I make it test one, the com I keep it same, but I created a second level package name, I change it. Okay,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
still it will be giving a problem. Okay, because I feel it like it will say class not found. Okay, for your this one, this will
I
work
see.
fine. Only one work fine, but for second, when you are register jar, same jar is there, right, for both. And when you are
Hmm.
saying create temporary function, this problem will come. Then the problem is when you are creating a temporary function, it will say
I
class
see.
is listed, but it's still class
Okay.
is listed. So I observe it, if you can make it like generally instead of com package, you just do something other package hierarchy. That will be very specific to the UDF to UDF. So that you
Hmm.
can, one level of package you can keep it. No need of keep it 2-3 packages here. Just you say,
Hmm.
okay, this is a com, make it something like com1, some different name, com.
Hmm.
But I'm saying something. So if one level of package is also there, that is fine. That is not a problem. Okay.
Okay.
But it should be from the very first package hierarchy, it should be changed.
Hmm.
Okay. I will show you, right? But if you are trying to keep it one level same, second level you are making change, it will be giving problem. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So like this is a
Okay.
org.example is there. Suppose if I
Hmm.
want, okay, or I say, if I have a first UDF is my, okay, I say, I rename it. So refactor, still it's not doing because it's doing that. So if I change this one, like suppose this is my dev environment one. So that can have multiple UDF. Okay. So better to take it something which is whatever feature you are going to implement in UDF, just because of that you can identify. Okay. So so you take it, this one is a test one package, and one more package is the test two package. Okay. So test one you keep it one UDF, and test two package you keep it one UDF. Okay. So I did here, so I was trying, that is another project. So there it was a problem, right? So I created altogether a different package, or you create a different project. If you're creating a different project, for each project you are keeping it one UDF, then there is no problem. Whatever package you keep it, not a problem.
And another question is, yesterday I was asking a question about like per hive session, when we start, we have to add the jars that we want to use during that time. And then you said there was a method where if you know, say like for example, you have maybe 10 jars that you're using all the time, then instead of just dropping it in the lib folder, there's another way to do it, like some kind of driver you said, to add them all every time you need.
So instead of the registering jar one by one, we can keep it in the lib folder, right?
Yes.
So lib folder means you don't need to register every time in the session whenever you start a new session. So that part you can skip that part. So you
Okay.
keep it library once in the lib folder, and then because it's checking the library first, lib folder.
Right.
If
Right. Right.
you find, then it will check your custom this list of jar. The list jar function, this list jar command is there right in Hive. That will
Yes.
be showing like how many jars you register. If you have
Okay.
not registered any jar, so it will be giving you no jar. Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, it out to you. Okay, these many jars you register.
Hmm.
But whenever you start a new Hive session, it will not keeping a previous one. Okay.
Okay.
But if you're keeping it in the library lib folder, the Hive uh, installation folder, lib folder, there it will. Again, you don't need to. Did you try that? Like for any jar, like
Uh,
generally this Hive started jar is there. So
yeah.
sometimes we are thinking, okay, how it runs automatically, right? The newer version of the Hive, like the
Yeah.
latest version of Hive is coming. Actually, they are providing all
Hmm.
the Saturdays, different Saturdays jars they are providing. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I was saying like how automatically it run. I didn't register any jar, right? This separate third party dependency jar, right? Okay.
Hmm.
So the reason is already it was in the folder, and the Hive hyphen Saturday is the common Saturday jar for all different Saturday classes, not only for JSON. JSON Saturday, JSON hyphen Saturday is only for JSON Saturday, not for the XML Saturday, right?
Hmm.
Okay, but if you see that the one Hive Saturday is common, okay,
Hmm.
Hive Saturday is a common that is provided by the Hive. So if you see here the refactor, so rename,
Hmm.
so all directories. So I remove this complete one and say from directory. One UDF, I can keep it in the one test one. So here I will create a class. Okay, just take this example. So this one has find a. Okay, I'm taking it. Okay, first I show you the class of the find. Find occurrence. Find occurrence is a class which is finding the occurrence of the second string how many times in the first string. Okay, so here is this evaluate function I told about already. Will extend the UDF, and this is my final result, right? I'm going to store the result, and this result I will get. Okay, so I have created text, and evaluate function is taking a two text type parameter and returning one text type of output parameter, output value. Okay, so I'm checking it if my strings are null, both, right? So it's no point to do any calculation, right? Because it means the output will be null out, right? If both input is null, output is null. So that is my validation step. After that, what I'm doing is this is my first string str. I'm splitting it because this is a bigger string, right? So I have to split the string into arrays, number of strings. And you know, right, in the Java, right, the mapping we have done the word count, right? You remember, right? We have split it, okay, string, and then we give the each word as a one count, right? So same thing, similar way we are splitting it as an array, and each value of array, and we are checking it if this second string, this str1 is matching with this any word of this string, we are making count plus one. So final count will become the total number of values, total number of matches, right? If I say this hello is matching one time, two times, three times, so my output will be three. And this output I'm passing the like string dot as I'm making an integer value. This is an integer. I'm making it a string type and passing to the text. Okay, so this is my logic. This is very simple logic. If you pass two parameters to the function, it will give the count. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create I copy this file, I keep it in my new project, test one. Okay, so my package is a test one package. So it is automatically refactored, right? My package is a test one, and my class name is a finder text. Okay, my class name is a finder. My class is a finder text. Okay, now I create a jar. How to create a jar? So there is a, you know, right, Maven type of application I have to create, and I have to use the command clean install. So this command I will apply. Okay, give me the one jar here in the target that you already know how to create a jar, right? Because this jar has classes. Okay, this jar has classes. So I go here. This is my UDF jar. So I will copy this jar, put it in the somewhere like where I can register it. I just paste it here, and I will go to the my hive cell. So I will use add jar. So what is my path of the jar? I copy the jar here. Copy the path. If your jar in the same folder where you started hive, even you don't need to give the entire path. Because it will find the jar in the same folder, just give the jar. But I have not started hive in the same folder. Jar, I register the jar. Now I say create and create, find any name you can give. Okay. And as you have to give everything, right? Test dot what the class name. Test is my package. and find occurrence of the class. And find occurrence of the class. I'm just giving you test dot find. If I'm giving wrong, see, it is saying class. But here I given wrong, right? There is no package test point. Package name is test. If you are doing correctly, it will work. Now, if I want to just not on a table, just I simply want to check this function on dummy data. Okay, I want to do testing on the on dummy data. So I create. Okay, this is my first string. Second string is hello. But here is no table, right? Here is no table. So simply just close. If you don't have table, just you can. So you are getting 3, right? If I give here some other word, which is not there, 0, right? It's coming 0. So it is giving output is a 0, right? So my UDF is applying, right? This UDF is applying. And if you have a table, so you have a table column in front. Okay. Okay, I want to do this one is a very useful, right? Sometimes you want to search in your table column, right? How many number of times something is repeated. This one is good, and here is the name coming multiple times, right? Okay, so I do the first column. What will be the column name? Column name. Single data. That is my column. And what I want to find? I want to find me. So it is saying it's a XML data, not underscore. Column name is the XML data. So it might be named effective. It's a one word, okay? So single word. Actually, I have done the code like this, space separated, I'm splitting, right? You remember? So one word will imply, this is the one word will be count, this is the one word will be count. So if I use, instead of the equal, if I use contain, then my logic will work, okay? In the same UDF, now little bit of requirement, because I say, instead of this equal, I check contain. Contains, I say, this particular, it will return a boolean type. So if so, if I'm saying if this particular S, this is my entire in this particular like set of word also coming in a one single string, and if I'm checking if it is matching,
I don't know that one.
so I create a jar again. So for this particular requirement, my logic is not working, right? But if I say instead of this name, if I give some other thing, right? If I gave which is a single word. Okay, lead right here. Thing like, okay, employee I can say. Definitely. Can you see one time is coming? It is. Okay. So like this you can find, but still it's not fulfill my requirement, right? My requirement is not fulfilled. Now I change my, this thing only just contains I did. Now I copy the jar. Same process I have to do again. I will copy the jar here. Replace. Okay. Already all commands are there. Just have to use up arrow, register jar.
Will Hive automatically override like the same name in this situation?
Yeah, yeah, jar will override. This jar, if you have overridden already jar in the Unix, right? So that
Yes.
is, now this is a new jar. Okay. And
Okay.
whatever jar you registered, it has already passed it. So you have to use that jar command again to take the latest jar and pass it again. Okay.
Yes, yes, but I mean it wouldn't have any problem since you're adding another jar that's almost name exactly the same thing. Like right now, if you said list jar, would it have
If
two
I
or
show
would
you
it have
the
one?
jar, see how it can create a same name, two jar. But jar is jar. So if I do list jars, so still I will be able to see only one jar, right?
Okay, okay.
Because the jar is overridden, that existence is gone, right? The previous jar.
Mhm.
So it's the
Okay.
same name. Even if
Yeah.
you see in the disk, right? If you see in your folder, here is no any other jar, right? Because you overrid it.
Okay.
That is the reason it is here showing only one jar. When you are doing that command, and after that create temporary function, test one function. So I registered it again, and now I apply it. What the issue was there with this, right? Okay. So okay. Long I will see. What's over there? Is it case sensitive? Case sensitive. The case sensitive. Case sensitive. This is the one though. Okay, this thing we tested in our Java code. Okay, if Java code is testing fine, so I will get it in the UDF, right? UDF is exactly running the Java code. So this kind of scenarios testing you want to do, take it this one, put it here as a, okay, so you can write a main function, but this is not a main function, it will not run. You can create another class, so same class and then do test. Because if you test it in the Java code, then definitely it will work. Here, you just take it the same logic. Actually, regex is a better way, right? Because regex is accurate, right? So it can find, if I show the regex, it's okay, this logic. So this str and str number. str. If your Java code tested fine, so that is the logic problem. You have to, so here is the not returning. One go data. I test correct, right? So one name, um, name and name, two times. The file on this display. So logic is correct, right? Logic is not very important. So then maybe our jar is updated. So if this logic if is working here, there also the same logic should work. Logic should be same. So we can extract and we can check, but we should have the decompiler. Like our logic is properly it's creating a class or not. Type session you start again. Because add jar now once that jar is even the because maybe sometimes reference is there, previous reference. So we don't know which reference it put. Okay. So better to start hive again. Better to start hive again. What I'm thinking is still it's running the previous one. That's the reason the it's not reflecting. Okay. Add jar. Now I'm doing completely fresh, right? So I'm doing completely fresh. Because I'm thinking the reason is because Java code we checked it, our logic is correct, right? Something is issue is the this right string result. Last time we didn't start the hive, right? We just add jar again,
Mhm.
right? And it was showing only jar because the jar name is same, but it's still the reference, right? The previous one. Create a temporary. Okay, is it working?
Yeah, so two and one.
Yeah, it's working, right? You
Mhm.
see in the first line 2 times and the second line is the 1 time.
I think that's the wait, did we? I think we changed that in
No,
like
table
the
we
I
didn't.
don't know. Yeah, the table we didn't touch, right?
Yeah, table. That one we tested locally in the code. So similar data. Line is not coming correct, right? Okay, so let's see. Take the second line data. This is second line. The first line both are the same. Our code. Here it's working, right? When I keep it one occurrence or two occurrence. So the logic is same. If logic definitely logic is coming one. So now we have to investigate why it is one. Okay, the this one is giving one. Okay, and the other one line is giving two. If I take it this line, so it means it's not it's an issue with the logic, right? So you have to like it debug, right? You have to put a one debug point and check like how it is.
I'm wondering a little bit about you know how right now it's being the string is split up by I think empty character like this dash dash s is a space. Is that correct?
That.
The dash dash s that's in the how the yeah the split.
To the back,
the-
to the backslash. Backslash.
Yeah, yeah, backslash backslash. This
Oh
is
yeah.
like is basically setting an array
Oh,
for the elements that
this one is this space. Wherever the
yes, right.
so,
Would it
here
have
if
an
I
issue? Oh yeah, okay.
so
Because I
if
know
we
that the name has a space in it, so I'm wondering if that has any error.
okay, we'll come to know by this. Okay, the debug. First, this is the console. Here you can check, and this is your next debug. Complete screen. It is splitted like this. It's splitted like this. Okay, it's splitted like this. You can
Hmm.
see the entire array.
Yeah, your data, your current data that's inside.
Yeah, the first one is coming. This thing is coming employee. The first tag employee. So that is not making. It will escape. It's coming ID. That one is not making. Next is the name one. Okay, the name one is a string is name 30. Okay, so this is the entire string is coming in the okay. This is what is coming in the S. S is coming. Oh, this is coming.
Yeah, because I'm thinking maybe the space in his name, because it's first name, last name. But for
Yeah,
Ramu, it's
actually,
only one.
okay. Actually, it's a complete one string. So first match it took it. Okay, in
Mhm.
that one. And this string, one space came and it becomes two different strings. So two times it's calculated. First time name is a count one. Second time name is a count two. But
Mhm.
when you're giving the new string, right, second row one, that one is there is no comma space name is there right here. Okay, so here, right, this particular name. This particular name made it, oh, this is one and this is the second, right?
Yes.
So that's the reason
Mhm.
it here when this string actually I'm not taking a multiple count. I'm taking the one string, whatever contains, right? I'm checking. So name
Mhm.
contain means only one kind contain, right? Count. But if I say how many times contain, okay. So
Mhm.
for that, I have to change some logic, right? If not only one occurrence, if multiple occurrence also there, that need to be checked out. Okay? So I'm telling you here, if I debug, then I found it, right? What is the logic problem? Okay. Why it is coming for one name is the one is coming two count. So this time is coming two count. Okay, so here is coming two count because these are the two different strings because of the space. If I make it a space here in my this one, so it will give also one for yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so try it out. Okay, so the logic things if you investigate, that is the reason you have a complete logic in your hand, you can debug this. And if you are able to solve the issue here, then automatically the issue will be solved there. Because whatever output you are expecting from your input string, the same output will come over there. Okay. I'll send this code to you. Okay, both the one function. So you try for the find the one other UDF is the uppercase one. Okay. So that code I will send you, the uppercase one. Uppercase is a very simple one. Just you have one single string and you are making it uppercase by using substring. Okay, by using substring functions, you are using that uppercase. Okay, let me send you this code, and meanwhile, just so this is uppercase, to uppercase UDF. So just taking a string and then you are taking a character at 0 and taking that character and making it uppercase and remaining string you are adding it. Okay. Or you can directly use substring and you can write this two lines. You can write a single line also. Combine it because I am taking a one intermediate variable and then passing it here, then creating a final output variable. So here is first character I'm taking it. So this thing you can add here itself, right? In the str here, this one. So you don't need to write two steps.
Mhm. Mhm.
So you are doing what? First character at 0 you are taking, making it uppercase, and remaining you are starting from the 1 till the length. So you will get the
Mhm.
full string. Okay. I will send these two classes and think about the logic for the click string one. Okay, check the logic for ChatGPT or anywhere like how you can remove different HTML tags. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks everyone.